Jolie here for Seconds Out with Mick Hennessy on the afternoon of the first Hennessy Sports show of the year. How are you feeling and how hard has the process been up until this moment?
Right now, Joe, I'm feeling very tired. I had a late one last night. First time I've met up with, quite a few people since this lockdown, and socially, I was out with Lawrence Lustig and Richard Maynard last night. We had a good catch up. So right now I'm tired. I've been up early doing interviews and stuff, but it's been a hard journey to get to here. It really has. There's a lot of obstacles. Obviously, we're not working with gates, so that's a loss of income, and also the costs go through the roof with the PPE and testing and everything else that goes around these bubbles, these times in the hotel. So it's very testing times. Very very hard to make things work, but financially. But we've kept things together, and our main concern right now is making sure that boxing is really comes over in a great light, giving back to Channel 5, giving back to the public, and our main concern is giving them the best possible product that we can at this particular moment in time.
And before I go on to talk more about the struggles of how it's been being a promoter the last few months and the cards you've got coming up, I want to speak about tonight. Which fights are you most looking forward to? You've obviously got the British light heavyweight title on the line, your son, who you're going to have a different emotional connection with. Then you got Idris Virgo, who was involved in a water fight in the head-to-head. There's a lot of interesting fights, but which one for you stands out?
I am genuinely interested in this whole card. I'm really excited for the main event. I think it's a brilliant main event. A real hard fight, top level British title fight. This could be for the European title, could be for anything really. So I'm really looking forward to that. I've been waiting patiently for Isaac Chamberlain's return. He's some character, and he's got that spark about him, and everything seems to be falling into place after a tough year. Obviously, like the Midlands area title fight fell through, but we've got a great fight now. Two fighters who, had a great fight before, and now they're on Channel 5. I think they're going to take it to another level. And obviously, my son, obviously that speaks for itself. But the Idris Virgo situation blew up yesterday in a big way, and I was there. I watched it go down, and it was completely natural and entertaining. Really, it was. You can see a bit of needle there. They've obviously had a bit of history together, and I'll tell you what, I think that's going to be. I think that's going to be electric, that fight.
It all goes well for Isaac. Will he be back in no time? It seems.
Yeah, as long as he don't get any niggles, injuries, he should be fighting in 2 weeks' time on the September 5th card, Alex Dilmagani versus Ziani. So he's on that card. Same for Michael as well. So I hope they come through injury-free.
And how's it been, especially with bringing it back to terrestrial TV? How does it feel like? Is it relief that you feel, being that there's been fights on BT and Sky, but now the free boxing's back? How does it feel to be the head of that? Is it proud, relief, or is it just a mixture of all of that?
A bit of everything, really. I'm very proud because I'm proud of the fact that we go out to a big audience. We transcend boxing, and it's a platform that boxing needs to remain on. So I'm very, very proud to be about. I'm very thankful to Channel 5 because Channel 5 Sport. Because they are, they're a fantastic partner. They want the best product. They want the public to have live sport back again. So they've been very, very supportive. They've worked with me every step of the way. Great partnership.
And is tonight for you a case of just putting it all behind you because it's been in the process for so long now? Is it a case of all the stress that you've gone through, just getting this one behind you and look forward to the next, or are you genuinely looking forward to tonight? Is it a mixture of both again?
Yeah, it's a mixture of both. I mean, we chose this date. Between myself and Channel 5, we chose this date. I personally thought the promoters were all jumping the gun saying, we're going to go in April, we're going to go in May, we're going to go in June. We didn't do any of that. We chose this date because we thought it was realistic. And it's also, helped that we can sit back and, sort of like watch what's going on basically as well. But in saying that, actually, until you're actually in the bubble and you're here, we've learnt a hell of a lot what we're going to change for the next show. So now we've got this first one show. Don't get me wrong, everything's gone fine, but there's things we can improve on, which we're going to improve on for September 5th.
Brilliant. Well, I'll catch up with you after the fights later on, and for the people who are listening at home, you can watch them all on Channel 5 live from 10 p.m, and the replays will be on after the main event as well.
That's the good thing with this. There's no sort of like another channel beforehand for the undercard. There's no internet stream for the undercard. I've been assured that all of the fights in some capacity are going to be shown on Channel 5, which is incredible coverage for these young lads. To go out on Terrestrial TV, all of them, whether it's a highlights package or a few rounds or the full fight, is absolutely golden for British boxing.
And actually, I'll ask you one more, because being on Terrestrial TV at a young stage in fighters' career, how much do you think that benefits them more than being on, say, Sky and BT, because the viewing figures may not be as high?
Well, it opens it to the audience that everyone wants. Like we're all boxing fans, and most TV networks, they go out to the boxing fan. But when you can step over the line and transcend and go to people who are not involved in boxing, who don't quite understand it, but just like watching it as a spectator sport, that's super important to transcend the sport and put it heavily in the public's eye. And that's what we're doing, and that is much needed. And if you look back at some of the biggest fighters over the last 15 to 20 years, apart from the odd one, a lot of them have come from terrestrial backgrounds. So it speaks for itself what it can do for fighters and what it does for the sport, and it keeps it alive.
Well, I'm sure it'll be fantastic tonight, and I'll catch up with you after the fights. Thanks, Mick.
Thanks, Joe.